Hello and welcome to another fabulous time in my kitchen. Thanks for joining me. It's Annette Sym here, coming to you from the Simply Too Good headquarters in my kitchen with my apron on and a cookbook ready to go. So what am I making today? Well, I'm going to an old favourite. It's in book 3, and who doesn't love a good feed of Hawaiian chicken? I love this recipe. It's such a yum thing because I love mixing fruit with proteins. And so pineapple, fresh pineapple I'm using today. You can use canned if you don't have access to a fresh pineapple. But look here, let's just go back in time. This is my book 3 before it was updated. And when you look at my Hawaiian chicken, of course, the classic, I don't know whether you can zoom on it, Bill, there it is in a pineapple. Because back in the days, I mean, yes, this is showing how old I am, but this book was released 2001. So back in 2001, we put our food in pineapple shells. That's what we did. All right, so let's look at what we're doing today. Now, of course, you can win book 3 if you wish. And all you have to do is listen to the end of the show when I tell you how to do it. But I do post the winners every Thursday in the Simply Too Good page, so you'll see who's won. And hopefully you might see your name this week. But, okay, we're doing chicken. There is a variation. I'll tell you about that later. So we want 500 grams of skinless chicken breast. We've got the bacon shortcuts, and we need 3/4 of a cup. So that's the really lean, fat, the big chunky meaty part, not the rashers. We've got a medium onion, a green capsicum because I've got a tomato, so I'm kind of mixing the colours up here. I've got some fresh pineapple. I just peeled it all just before to make it a quick easier. We've got tomato paste, which of course is the no added salt, garlic. I've got some evaporated milk going in. Now I've got my cooking spray here. We've got the chicken stock powder, corn flour, and coconut essence with the evaporated milk. And the pineapple that I'm using, and I really wanted to show it to you, the pineapple juice, it says naturally sweetened. So it's the fruit juice. We want that. We don't want the sugar one, which is often, I think, like a blue container. But this is what you want. You want the natural sweetened one. So it's just, otherwise it's too sweet and the carbohydrates go out the roof. All right, so I think we're ready to go. My wok's looking at me saying, come on, stop talking, let's do it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dice the chicken. And this is enough for 4. So you can freeze it if you wish for 2 or 3 weeks. You can't do it any longer than that really because of the evaporated milk. Now, if you wanted to, it'd be easy if you wanted to make this just for 2 people. You just halve the recipe and you're good to go. I like the mix in this though. It's a little bit different because you've got 2 proteins in it. You've got chicken and bacon, which is kind of goes with the pineapple a bit, doesn't it? All right. Make sure you get the skinless chicken breast. We want the lean. And this is how I get the fat count really low on the recipes, because this would traditionally be a lot higher. And the other thing that it's also high in is calories. So this way it's low in calories and low in fat. All right, so we're going to do the bacon. Now I want 3/4 of a cup. So I'm going to just, don't want to do too small a dice because I want to know it's there. And because it does shrink a bit when you cook it. And I just did 2 slices at a time, break it all up. And as I said, we want 3/4 of a cup. And I always use the bacon shortcuts because it's just so much leaner and healthier for our heart health. All right. That looks like we've done it with 4 slices, if that gives you an idea. Yeah, so 4 slices of what I was doing. Perfect. All right, so the protein's done. And I'm going to change the board over, wash my hands. Actually, what I might do is while I'm chopping up the protein, I'm just going to cook the bacon off. Because the bacon, you cook it first, take it out and you add it at the end. So let's get that out of the way. So I've used my rice bran spray, that's important. All right, what do I do first? Let's do the capsicum. Now we want a cup of sliced. Get another cup measure here. Now it's up to you whether you want to make them smaller or larger. What do you think, Bill? Will we do it that way or that way? I think we'll do strips. Hawaiian chicken, people, yes. So we go, you know, we love to travel here on a Thursday. And this week we're going to Hawaii. All right. All right, so thanks for joining me because I've got some great recipes coming out over the next few weeks, so I don't want you to miss out. I'm not going to have that too high because I don't want to burn the bacon. But as I said, we want a cup. So I tend to, when I'm measuring a cup, I do the strips upwards so that way I can get a fairly good measurement. Now, if you're not good with capsicum, because some people say to me, oh, Annette, I can't eat capsicum. It's too, I don't know, acidic or something. Look, that looks good. Then what I suggest you do is you could swap it maybe for celery. I think that would work well. I don't think I do mushrooms because they wilt. You want something that's sort of got a stronger texture to it. So we're just going to brown them off a little bit. And now the tomato, we want half a cup of diced fresh tomato. So this is where you're getting the sweet and the salty. Oh, hello. Let me turn that down a bit. And I think this is where I knew about sweet and salty before it became fashionable. So we're dicing the tomato. All right, that's nearly done. All right, dicing tomato, and then we have to cut the onion up. And that's pretty well, and then the fresh pineapple. As I said, if you don't have a fresh pineapple, you know, if they're very expensive at the time you want to do it, then just, where's my measure cup? Then all you have to do is just use the canned, but always get the unsweetened. All right. I've got a little bowl here for the bacon. I'll take that out. There we go. I'll just turn that off for now. So don't let me forget to put that back in, Billy, because I tend to get a bit caught up with myself. Okay, tomatoes done. Onion. Now it says a medium. This is a little bit big, so I might not use all of it. I might just take out one of the quarters and put that to the side. And we cut it into strips. There we go. Not too thick, because there's nothing worse than get a big chunk of onion in your mouth. Whoop. And we're going to cook the chicken and the onion and the garlic together. So let's turn this on, fire it up again. Cooking spray. All I've got to do while the chicken is cooking is do the pineapple. I want to get that a bit hot. So in here goes the onion and the garlic. So we want a teaspoon of garlic. Oh gosh, I love cooking for you on a Thursday. And I love, I mean, it's like I'm bragging because I just love my recipes so much. And I just want you to get excited about cooking my healthy way. So there's the onion. And in goes the chicken. There we go. Now I'm going to serve this with rice because I think it goes really nice with it. A friend of mine, she puts potato with it, mashed potato. but I do like the basmati rice with it. All right, let me wash my hands. Now, the variation to this is chicken at 4.1 grams of fat. Yes, I know, it's fabulous. And with pork. So you do the lean pork. So it's the Hawaiian pork. I do it with fish as well. Why didn't I think about that when I wrote the book? Because I would love this with fish. We should try it, Billy. So everything's ready. Oh, wait a minute, I've got to do the pineapple. Hello. I'm rushing ahead. So I only want 3/4 of a cup though. So I'm going to just slice my fresh pineapple. And then just into bite-sized pieces. If it's too big, just cut it into little squares. And we want 3/4 of a cup. Let me just toss me chook. I love these dishes where everything's done in the pot. You know, one go, not much washing up to do, a complete meal. You have me at hello. All right, that looks like it's enough, but I'm going to put that little bit more in because I love the pineapple in there, that's for sure. Especially when it's fresh. All right. All right, now I'm going to add in the capsicum. And just cook that off just for a couple of minutes. Oh my gosh. Now I'd be interested, have you got a recipe out of my cookbook that you would love me to make on the show? I want to know what you want to see on the show. Is there a recipe that I haven't done? You go, why haven't you done this, Annette? It's fabulous. Or it could be a recipe you look at and go, oh, how the heck do you make that? And you want me to show you how to do it. Well, then I want you to write in a comment any of the recipes that you'd like to see on the show, and I'll see if I can do it. Why not? All right, we've got the onion, the garlic, the chicken, and the capsicum. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the tomato. Give that a toss through. See, look at the colours, isn't it great? Very good. All right, pineapple juice is going to go in now. And it's at 1.5 cups. There we go. And that'll really give it some beautiful sweet flavours. Obviously, hello, it's Hawaiian. We want a tablespoon of tomato paste, and this will help just give it a bit of savouriness. There we go. Just mix that in. We've got 2 teaspoons of the stock powder. So there is savoury in here, so it's not super, it's just sweet. And if you just make sure you get the right pineapple juice as well, that's important. There we go. Now this is enough for 4. And the fat count is 4.1 for the chicken and the pork is 4, remember. So really 1/3 of the fat of a traditional Hawaiian chicken. But the calories go through the roof in a traditional one as well. So it's important that you make sure you look after all the aspects of your good health and your recipes. Let's put our fresh pineapple in. I'm so going to make this with fish. I'll let you know how it goes. All right, so what do we need next? We need the, put the bacon back in. Let's bung that back in. There we go. Fantastic. Look at all this. Yum! I mean, it's a complete meal. So as I say, with a bit of carbohydrate, you just put a little bit of the rice with it and you are having a great meal. Now, you only need 3/4 cup of the evaporated milk, okay? And if you're dairy intolerant, then my suggestion would be for you to use almond milk, you know, or one of those milks that you like, but make sure it's a light one. It's not a high-fat milk. All right. Now I'm going to put the cornflour, actually I might put it into this bowl because I want to whip up the 3 tablespoons of corn flour into the milk, and I've got to put just a little bit of coconut essence, just to, you know, it's tropical, we need that to go in. So I'm just going to mix this up. That'll help thicken the sauce up. There we go. So that's kind of, this is how I kind of started off the trend for you know, the change to the evaporated milk with the coconut essence to actually having coconut cream. And someone said to me the other day, oh, I just had the light. Look, it's not great, honestly. 1/4 teaspoon coconut essence. You get it in IGA stores. Can't get it in Woolies or Coles anymore. Oh, wow, see, now I'm suddenly getting that coconutty, pineapple, bacony, chicken flavours going here. And all I have to do now is get this to boil. Let me put my lid back on my essence. Look, I'm such a messy cook, aren't I? I'm just all about quick, quick, quick. Let's get dinner done. Oh, yes. Now, this is such an easy recipe. Like, I can't believe we're done. How fabulous is that? Now, I've got my rice ready to go, and I thought because it's pineapple, I'm using my yellow bowl because I like coordination. And I'm just going to let this boil for a second. Now, if you want to win this book, you know, book 3, if you haven't got it, you're missing out because it is fabulous. All you have to do is like, share, and then in the comments, hashtag Symply with a Y, too good. Put that in the comments, and I'm going to pick 3 fabulous people. I hope it's you. Oh my gosh, look at this. It is ready to go, people. Let's serve it up. Oh, look, I can see all the beautiful bits that make this recipe so delicious. Remember, it serves 4. Oh my gosh, look at this. Who knew weight loss could be so deliciously healthy and tropical? I like being in Hawaii. Haven't been since COVID. Like to go again. There we go. Dinner done and dusted. Let me turn my cooktop off. Hawaiian chicken done and dusted. Now on next week's show, I'm going to go to Indonesia. We've been in Hawaii. Recently we went to India. Why not Indonesia? And I'm going to be making a fantastic recipe and cooking if you want to, and it's the Indonesian fish curry. I'll tell you the variations that go with it if you go, Annette, I'm not a fish person. Don't worry, I always show you different ways. And don't forget, if the dairy people, you know, you can't have dairy, the almond milk, the light or the no-fat almond milk is the way to go. Just put maybe a little bit more corn flour in because it's a bit runnier than the evaporated milk. I mean, let's say, done and dusted for another fabulous week. Don't forget, Indonesia next week. So any you know, things you need to know, you know where to find me at simplytoogood.com.au. I really appreciate your time today and hanging with me. So I'll see you next week. Bye now.